Good evening, swimmers, and welcome to our Thursday night edition of the Market Wrap-Up. I'm Joe Kinahan, Chief Derivative Strategist with thinkorswim. It is April 24th, 2008, and a strong day out of the Dow Jones Industrial Average. The Dow was up almost $86 today as we saw a strong rally right out of the start pretty much today, and we rallied all day long. We look at the Dow, we had 23 advancers and only 7 decliners, a very strong showing out of the financials. In fact, our biggest leader on the day, percentage-wise, is our buddies over at American International Group, AIG, up 7%. Very impressive on the day. We saw financials up everywhere. The XLF, which is the tracking stock of the financial sector, up 92 cents today. Might not seem much. It's a $26 product. Very, very impressive. We saw heavy call buyers in there today. We saw the May 26 calls, the June 27 calls, really high activity in both of those. As people were coming out of the woodwork to buy the financials, the Citigroups of the world, the Goldman Sachs, the Lehmans, the Merrills, everybody wanted to have some piece of the financials today. It was a very strong day for them. Now let's talk about what was interesting today. That was interesting, of course. Some really interesting things. First of all, the VIX was down 20 cents on the day. But what I found the most interesting was the last few minutes of trade today. What I mean by that is the S&P 500 cash, the SPX, stops trading at 3 o'clock. The S&P 500 future, which uses the cash as its basis, sold off very quickly between, and I said 3 o'clock, it's 4 o'clock Eastern. I'm in Chicago time. The future trades from 4 o'clock till 4:15. It sold off almost $5 in that time frame. Something very interesting to keep your eyes on. Actually, when you turn on CNBC tomorrow morning and they have fair value, the fair value is going to show that the futures closed down too much today. They need to open higher to be at fair value. The reason being they sold off aggressively on the close. So it's something to keep in mind going into tomorrow. The VIX down 20 makes me think that tomorrow's not going to be such a big down day or anything like that. I still think how many nights consecutively can we talk about this 1394 number on the S&P futures? We're still going to have to talk about it in conjunction with the VIX being over 20. We'll see tomorrow what's going to happen on that. All right, it's a Friday, not a ton of news, a little bit of news tomorrow. Heading into a week next week where the Fed is going to be talking. So that's going to kind of be the focus for the rest of tomorrow and going into next week. There seems to be a belief that the Fed will cut rates 25 basis points and then say that they're going to hold off on doing anything for a while. Only time will tell. It should have been today's theme song. All right, anyways, thank you all very much for joining us. As always, good health, good trading. I'm Joe Kinahan, Chief Derivative Strategist with thinkorswim. Have a great Friday, everybody. Bye-bye.